Right, I just thought I'd do something different and do a Hotch Potch of mailbag, sort of post bag, whatever you want to call it, of posts that I have received. And moved it out of the way. I'm wearing black gloves because I have a problem with my skin at the moment. And the first one, as I said, it's a Hotch Potch. It's not the biggest, but it's from eBay, and it was £2.23. He said cutting open the box, and let's not guess what it is. Oh, look at that. That's a cute little thing. It's one. Three. That's it. Four. And it's got a little hooky thing for holding them all together. Let me turn the light on, because that doesn't look very good on there, does it? There. That's brightened the place up. Anyway, I thought for £2.23, it gives me a medium-sized funnel. It's quite useful. 4 inches ish, maybe 5 inches across, and then down to that size, which is 3 inches, 2 inches. Oh no, hang on, 4 inches, 3 inches, and 2 inches, and then I'll push this all the way through, turn it, and all together, nice and firm. Great. Right, let's get on to something sensible. Right, this one obviously is an AliExpress, well, not obviously, but it is an AliExpress item. I've been saving these up. I've had to mark them as here. Oh, I know what this is. Yes, these are coin cells, obviously, but these are LR, so rechargeable coin cells. There are LR 2032, LR 2032. What's this one? LR 2025 and 2025. There's a reason I got those. It was for something later on. Let's get rid of that piece of paper. And this, it's got a black dot. Oh, when pirates get a black dot, isn't that a problem? Oh, sorry, blackboard, I'm thinking. No. It's a charger for the LR batteries. Yes, that's what it is. It's a charger for those LR cells, and comes with the usual cheap and nasty charging cable, or USB to USB-C cable. Go out the way. What's the next parcel? This one, I think it's multiple items in this one. I did have a sneak, only because I thought, well, I wonder what the fuck it, sorry, what it might be. And that was out of the way. So this is some probes, supposedly 20 volt 1000, sorry, 20 amp 1000 volts, multimeter test lead, needle pin, digital head, does actually say that they're silicone, and they're not. They're flexible plastic, but they're not silicone. They're most probably alright, to be honest, for normal use, but they're not silicone. Yeah, no, they're plastic. But for what I want them for, and a cheap meter for measuring voltages of 12 volts and downwards generally, they'll suffice for that, I'm sure. Anyway, I'll put those over there. And what have we got in this one? Does it say anything? No. Oh, it says something maybe on the back. USB Type C, multifunction digital display, DC voltage amp meter. Well, let's have a look. Let's see. I use scissors rather than a knife. Don't need that. It comes in a anti-static bag for some reason. Oh, it even comes with instructions, so I might keep the bag. Right, well, that's it. Got a button on the side for going through a menu, I suppose. See out, see in. I haven't got anything that I can readily get to here for this to plug in that's got a C on it. Ah, that's a bugger. Well, let's see if I can do something here. Can't remember what button this is. That one. Yeah. I forgot. It's another. Oh, hang on. That's got to see. Well, it doesn't seem to work. We know we have power on this. This is an anchor. Let's see, anchor. And that's got a C output, definitely. But this isn't seeing it. Let's see if it sees the. Let's unplug this. Plug this in. Right. So it sees USB-A or USB, but it doesn't see USB-C. Not at all. Well, that's a pile of poop. Okay. I shall try and find out why it doesn't see that thing, but to me that just means it's a pile of poop, which I thought it might be. We'll see what happens. What's it say on the instructions? I need to get my magnifying glass. That's Chinese. It says English. And it says key 1, key 2. Key 1, key 2. Short press on the button to turn on or off the display screen. Right, so K1. Well, it's not even shown where it says it is because it's in the middle, and on the instructions that's on the right hand side there. That's a load of old tut. Where is it on the other side? Sorry, this is multiple instructions for multiple ones. Right, let's plug it in again. Right, so K1 will be there, and nothing happens. It is not working. It doesn't see. Let's see. I have got another seat, but it's not in eyesight range. No, it's not that one. This one. It doesn't work. It's crap. Well, I say it's crap. It doesn't work. Don't buy it. Waste of time. Let's see what it calls itself, so you can all not bother to go and buy it. Let's get this into the... It calls itself a USB Type-C multifunction digital display DC voltage ammeter power meter, DC 4.5 to 36 volts, 6 amp, 8 amp voltmeter ammeter, cab, whatever. It's part of shit. It doesn't work. So there you go, and you've got about as much chance of sending that back to AliExpress. Well, we'll see. I'll put a complaint in, and if I can get this back in the box. What's this going on? This bloody videos. This is the trouble with my videos. I get lost in the fun of it all. Right. These, I know what these are. These are universal zipper repair kits, and in theory, it's all sort of different sizes, and you put them on and repair the zip. That's what they are. I've got a zip I want repairing, but it's on a box, not on my slide. That's on one of these, you know, component boxes, hard back things that you put items in and then zip round and go from there. Oh. Another box bag. Oh, this is bags within bags. Let's have a look. That's got my address on. No. That has. Right. Let's quickly open this one because that hasn't got my address on. That's going back. Right. You can tell I'm really brilliant at this, aren't you? You know, this isn't my first rodeo. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment. Everybody else in the world. Bye. Right. What we got here? Right, these are metal clips. They all, I think they're various sizes. They might all be the same size. They weren't expensive. I haven't got a lot of money, being a poor pensioner with no money at all, and nobody sponsors me. Let's just see. 2, 4, 5. Yeah, it's the same part now. I'll open one. Didn't really want to do this, but one has to comply with people's wishes, and I know you're all dying to see what it is. It's a Hotch Potch of rubbish that I bought. Now, I don't know whether you can see that. This is something. You drill a hole in a piece of metal, you stick this across like that, and then you put your screw in there. It comes out there and tightens up. And it's not a nut, it's just for holding the screw. And believe it or not, it comes with washers and screws. They're like a self-tapping screw. Brilliant. Like that. That comes in handy. This, what's it say? It says medical alcohol disposable. Oh, I saw these on, I think it's Big Clive, wasn't it? Yes. And he got these, and these are for if you cut yourself. Well, I'm of the age where I bump into things, cut myself all the time. You snap the capsule on the red line end, I think. Yeah, snap that back. The fluid runs down, comes out here, and it's iodine, in theory. Chinese iodine, I suppose. They look like cotton buds, but they're not. And you can get these with IPA, I think it's IPA in. But I've got a whole litre of IPA in it. But I thought I'd try this for my health. Anyway, put that over there. Get rid of that. What are we up to? Oh, there was this one. Walco Technology Limited. God knows. Don't know what this is. I think it might be, he said, instead of turning my heat gun on to get rid of labels. Yes, that's what it is. Yes. How many's in there? 1, 2, 3. Oh, odd number. 7. And apply to thermal paper. Let it stand 16 seconds to erase the message. Ah, there's some. No, I'm not wiping that one. Is that thermal? I'll find a bit of thermal paper. It's got, trouble is I'm working in gloves because my hands are so bad. And well, Elecco. These were cheap, and my wife gets very worried about names and addresses on bits of paper that you throw in the recycling bin. To be honest, I can't be asked myself. If somebody wants to come and try and nick something out of this house, they'll be wasting their time because there's nothing worthwhile. Right, give that a shake. There. Let's see. Oh, it comes out. Ah, that's it. There. Look at that. It's magic, isn't it? Do you remember? Oh, maybe you don't. As children, lemon juice. Writing with lemon juice. And you'd have a blank piece of paper. You'd write on it with lemon juice with a fountain pen. Most probably haven't heard of fountain pens either. But you'd write and then you'd heat it. You'd put it in front of a heat source. And this is the reverse of that. the writing would magically show. But this, it magically disappeared. I think that's brilliant. It's completely gone. You can't see anything that was there before. Ah, this is all going swimmingly well. Down to the last parcel. We're down to the last parcel. This is it. Yeah, big bag. And I know you like to see that the parcel's actually being opened. Oh, yeah, sad people. But anyway, I'm hoping to get a few more views by doing this. Normally I get my stuff from AliExpress, and that hasn't got a name on it, an address. That hasn't got an address on it. That hasn't got an address on it. What the hell is that? Right, well, I'll put those two, the ones, or three, or more, to know what's inside. And we'll open this one. Fritkley store. Okay. Scissors. Some of the poor. I don't know whether anybody else has noticed, but eBay AliExpress tends to be quite quick. On sending stuff. This not very well wrapped. Bubble wrap. Not really static proof, is it? This is for my car. 5 buttons. Now, my car is a Land Rover Freelander 2, and it has a Phillips battery that solders to the board. It's a rechargeable one that solders to the board. Well, this takes an LR 2025, I believe, and you just shove it in, and then bingo, you're up and running again. And I thought that's a good idea. That's why I got the charger and the batteries to put it in. I'll have to program it, but that's easy enough. And yeah, right. Well, then I'll put that there. I don't need bubble wrap. I mean, it all seems quite sort of second-hand, the way that was wrapped up and opened. Key fob. It looks like it's been second-handed. It's weird. Anyway, I complain too much. Now this. This is the 7th, and it's here in 10 days. In fact, it was here quicker than that. But I've been saving them up. I'm sitting here thinking, I've got to open this parcel. I've got to open that parcel, see what it is. Right. These are limit switches. Or micro switches. Well, I suppose you don't call them limit switches anymore. But, yeah, a little roller, right? I've got various sizes of these for a little job I wanted to try out on the door handle, or the boot lid handle, because it has a button, a small micro switch, smaller than this one actually. This is positive, and the other, it's always failing on people's Land Rovers, the Freelander 2s, and so I thought, you know what, let's try something different. So that's where we are. Redesign. I bought another button holder off eBay to try. Right, this, there we go. These are sanding paper holders for one of those mini grinders. We'll see. I got those because I ordered a load of discs. which might be what's in here right now. I could really do with people subscribing to this channel and watching it. Just improve my pension. Yeah. 3 things. Yeah. Right. There's the sounding disc. Right. Let's open this up. I can tell you what costs all these things in a minute. He said, because you buy 3 things, you get free postage on eBay, on AliExpress, or there's something you spend £8 and you get free post. I can't quite. One's choice and one's not. The theory is stick it on there. Get off my glove. You put that on there. If necessary, you want to expand it up a bit tighter. You tighten the screw. You put this in your Dremel, and you go and sound away. And that's what I've got. I've got loads of those now. I can't see how many it is. That's not 120. Might be 50, possibly, of these. Right, well, that's it. At least that fits that. Those fit that. There's a bonus. Normally I buy something like that and these don't fit anything like that. But good guess this time. Oh, this is another micro switch. This time with the leads contacted, so in theory it's waterproof. Slightly different. It's thinner than let's get this one out. It's thinner than these, which we used to get Ulmer ones of these when I was working. And this, see, don't know whether you can hear the difference. No. Sort of. That's a micro. This Ulmer one, click click, is much more positive than this tiny little thing, but it's much narrower and the fixing holes are different, which matters where I'm thinking of putting this. Don't need all 3 wires, I only need 2. I just need a normally open push to make, and yeah, so that's what that is. He said, seal that back up. Put these. I think they're quite good, but whether they're not really as positive as I wanted. I wanted them as positive as that, and I thought, oh, they'll be clicky, and they're sort of more squishy contact. But there you are. We are, and we're now into the last package. What we got here? That's a rattly thing. A packet of something. It's been in the box. Hold on. 40 pieces. Mini limit switch. We've decided to wrap it in cling film. I hope, not sellotape. Oh, I have so much trust in that strong box. That's a selection. micro switches. It's ones with just a button. That's quite positive. That's quite positive. There's this one. That's quite positive too. Let's see if this roller one is positive. Oh yeah. I'm not too worried about the waterproofing because, you know, I can seal it as best I can anyway. I solder onto it, sleeve down, and again you've got the holes for fixing. That's quite good. That's too long for what I need, but it's a good little worker. Oh, I see. That's the divider they've just chucked in there for spare. This is another one, but that's just flat. That one. That one with a slightly longer lever. Excellent. Well pleased with that. Right. Let's just quickly run through what I paid for these items. He said, let's see what I paid for these items. I'll put the scissors out of the way there, and I'll open up wherever it is. Be a Word document. Let's open Word. I'm glad you're all bearing with me and you're all waiting to see what these items cost. Alright. These items, the pencils, for 7 was £5.40. The self-tap-in screw fasteners here, 200 pieces I think, whatever, however many there is, was £4.79. What am I looking at now? The medical alcohol, the iodine buttons, tubes, whatever you want. They're tubes, aren't they? They're not buttons. £1.09. And you can thank Big Clive for me spending that. This for the Land Rover Freelander 2, £5.83 for this. Sanding drum kit, grits, 51 pieces of 100 grit, was £1.70. Right, the large micro switch, 5 pieces. That was I've lost them. Where have they gone? Oh, yeah. These 5 pieces, £4.30. These £5.60 for the box. These two with just waterproof leads in theory was £2.10. Cheap old test needles, £1.30. I sort of knew they wouldn't be silicone. For zipper repairs was £1.30. 12 pieces. This pile of crap that doesn't work, the USB-C multifunction digital display, £4.70. I'm going to try and get my money back on that. I can't remember the price of these. That charge. Let me quickly. Let me see if I can find it. I've got those. I've given you all those prices for everything else. Let me have a quick squint on AliExpress. I'll go away. So it's difficult because I'm wearing gloves and everything else. It was a long time ago. This is cells charger. Right. The two pieces of the LR 2025 was £3.83. The charger with the two LR 2032s was £8.94. So there you go. I mean, loads of other stuff I bought as well, but we don't need to go there because I've taken them out of the bag and looked at them. So you don't need to know what else I bought, really. If anybody actually watches this video, I will be amazed, and I will do another one, but I'll try and do it better if that's possible. Don't forget, like and subscribe and comment. I have one of these buttons that everybody else has in the world from China. Bye. See, that sounds like a New Zealander with a person from England who lives in New Zealand tends to press one of those and it sounds just like him. Anyway, that's it. End of. Have a beautiful weekend and enjoy yourselves. I'm going to have a cigarette. Thank you. Goodbye, one and all.